Oh. Almost there. There. A little too tilted down. Too tilted down. There we go. And where's my face over there? It's always something. Alright. It looks so weird on the mobile version. Not giving it the justice it deserves. But I'm also not making those prompts look so big. So, I don't know. Just a little tweak here. It's taking way too long to set up. It's only been years of doing this. Okay. I can move that up just a touch. And oh. Alright, that's fine. Anyway. Hello! It is February 19th. I am back. I am planning to work on this game a little more. I have to conceptualize it a little further. I can't just, let me move the mic closer. Put you over here. Get this stuff over. Get the mic nice and tight. Okay. Toit like a toiger. Get a sip of coffee. Wet the palate. Alright. So, here we go. We're going to work on this a little more. Not sure what I'm working on. Not sure what steps I'm going to take, but I am going to give it another test run right now. And the big test run I need to do is the swinging part, which is something that I was able to lock down last time with the help of my engineers, the Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini of it all. So, let's see. This is our movement. We have rotation, which I should really double check on. This player movement. Okay, have to freeze the Y rotation. Aha. Okay, let me actually put that on quiet. Make my life a little easier. Okay, so what do we have? We have Capsule. This is our main character. Don't mind this thing. I don't know what I made that for. I forgot what that's for. I will probably delete it because it hasn't served a purpose since I made it. But, okay, wait, let me just go back here. So, I made the capsule. There's a ground here. We have these 3 platforms and these 2 vines. And the vines are swingable. And when I press play, should be easy. Hold on one second. There we go. Okay, so now we are in the game, technically. We're using Unity, which is really efficient, and I've been using ChatGPT and Claude and Gemini to help me build just this. I also learned about materials last time, which is why we have these different colored platforms, and same with the vines. I gave them a nice green color, and I actually did not animate or set up that hanging dangly, like I did. Like I brought up the idea, or I discussed the idea, and the way that it was coded makes it look like that. So it's cool. And what else? So we have WASD. We also have directional keys. I added Q and E for rotate, because definitely want to look in the direction you're going. I'm not used to playing on a keyboard and Mac or excuse me, just on a PC in general. But even though I'm not used to that, I have made it somewhat comfortable. Spaces to jump. As you can see, the physics are a little all over. Right now you can kind of run and jump forever. This rotation thing, I thought I fixed. Oh, I fixed it last time. Hold on. I gotta let, I think it was Gemini know that we need to fix the code. And then for some reason my token ran out, which is really, really strange. Which I really actually should have checked on before I started today. I don't know why my tokens would have run out. It's very strange to me. Interesting. I don't want the API key. Oh, there we go. Usage. Successor. I mean. Oh. But this is just the API usage. It's not even my regular loot. Like, what? Dashboard? Group by project. I mean, I think that was very strange. That's all. Last time I did this, there was something just very odd about the fact that I hit like 15, 20,000 tokens, and it was like, we can't do this anymore. What is going on here? Why do I have two open? Oh, right. This was a split. Yeah, fuck it. Why am I at my limit here at 52k tokens? See if that works at all. Maybe it was just the other day. I think it was just the other day. Very strange. Very strange. Yeah, must have been just the other day. I don't know why it's working now. Okie dokie. Alright, back to what I was doing. Anyway, so here we are. Want to disable. I clicked the wrong thing. Player. I want to disable the Y. Where is that? Ah, freeze the rotation, not disable it. Enable it. Enable the freeze. Okay, so here's what we got going on. We have these 3 platforms, these vines. There's 2 of the vines. They're pretty close together, but if I do this right, I can jump onto this vine. I can press and hold and catch. Swing back and forth. So this is odd. I will be right back. Okay, sorry, back. Took me a second there. I had to take a phone call. And there we go. Okay, so right. So I was showing off how these vines have been working. This has all been coded by Gemini, Claude, all that stuff. I want to be able to grab at the bottom of the rope. It cuts off there. That's the bottom, I think. Okay. trying to pin it to the lowest possible point here, so we can get that in my keyboard here. Actually, before I start sending all this, I'm going to review what it said, which is a declaration of where things are at the moment. There we go. We'll talk about this. So it is suggesting here, currently the rope is 100% rigid, which would, I guess, like the actual rope, like it looks rigid. Adding a spring constant would allow for more bouncy rubber plant feel. Words I don't use in a sentence altogether. Length adjustment. We have logic for your dynamic length, but haven't implemented climbing up and down the vine yet. That is interesting. I don't know how I would even do that. The vine itself does not have segment-based collision. Only the player has the collider. So we're going to ask a couple questions here. In fact, we're just going to say, yeah. Sure. Let's apply this to a vine. And I also need to make sure I work on one vine that I can just, like a parent vine. I also need to make sure I am not making a million different vines, but ensuring I am making at least one parent that I can perfect before distributing or cloning varieties. See, everyone's prompting is different, and some people are more intelligent than others, and I am right in between. Not really. I'm right below in between. I'm kind of like store-bought dirt, not the fancy store-bought dirt, but got it. I'm gonna get addicted to coffee all over again the way I used to, with the caffeine and the buzz and the exciting and the hoo-ha. Anywho, so we have the mechanic here. Okay, so what else? Length adjustment. We have the logic for the dynamic length, but implemented. Okay. So in response to that, sure, let me know what key you plan to assign it to. I'm not really exactly sure how to ask what else to do about it. And I do need to adjust the placement of these vines so it kind of works out a little better. But I'm adding the hierarchy. For now, we're just going to say that. And then collision. And I need to learn what that means more from Gemini. What exactly is collision? Collision. What exactly is collision? And why would I want to consider it for the vines? I think I'm not a genius at all, but I do believe that the collision thing is that when it bumps into something else, it will bounce off of it. As long as that thing also has a collision box, I guess, or a hitbox. I don't know. What else? Let me see what else. I already did that. Refine the launch for vine math to ensure. That kind of works already. Let's see what we had here. Right, we were working on. Okay. Let me show ChatGPT exactly what level design I made. And this worked out nicely. Finds more. There is code in the C# file. I'm assuming that's how you say it. The C# file. This worked out nicely. I'm wanting to build out more vines. Not build. Well, build out is not the best way to say it. Amplify the visual aesthetic of my vines more. There's code in the C file that was updated to make it look like a vine, and it is bouncy. Please hold as Gemini is updating that code for a change I asked for, and then I can send it to you. In the meantime, let's see. What am I trying to say here? In the meantime, I would like to do what?
Pinida said, day 3, let's go.
Yeah, day 3, let's go. Takes like half an hour just getting it set up for me, and then another half an hour just trying to prompt things, and then, I mean, did you make it to the end of day 2? Do you know how far I've gotten in terms of the movements here? Have you seen this? Because if not, I'm happy to do a quick demo as I'm trying to figure this out. In the meantime, let's build bounce.
Pinida said, let's see it.
Yes, give me 1 second. I'll do it right away. While I send these two to do something else. Let's build a bounce platform. To emulate something bouncing in the jungle biome. Oh, I don't want it to show the vines. Okay, I will do this and I can take a screenshot at the same time. So, day 1, it was starting like more. It's inspired by Spider-Man in the movement mechanics and like the swinging and the flying, but obviously not shooting out an item. So, I had this issue where it was shooting an item out and it was shooting a web out or a line out, and it needed to attach to an anchor in order to begin that swing. And that's great if I'm trying to make Spider-Man, but I'm trying to make Tarzan. So I worked with it a little better, and I fixed some of the visuals here. As you can see, I'm moving around. I have rotation. I have this bug that I do need to fix, where if I push up against a platform too much, it starts to auto-rotate like that. But if I freeze the rotation at Y, the Y-axis, which I only have to do when I'm doing the play mode because it's built into the code as per one of the robots. Oh, I meant to send this. Oh, right. There's a reason I haven't sent it. Okay, let me send the other one. Run that out. And in the meantime, I can get the screenshot I need for this. Anyway, so jumping's here. I definitely need to work on the gravity of the jumping. It's great. I wasn't able to jump and move, but now I can jump in place and then move forward. Keep getting stuck in this little trap, but jump backwards. Trying to make it just demo friendly looking. Okay, damn it. Okay, I can still make that jump. Okay. And so these are the vines. These vines were coded to look like that in terms of the hanging, kind of dangling feeling. As you can see, there is a solid green post in the center, which is the object, but around it we have these two hanging vines. So let me rotate in the right direction because camera's kind of wonky. So as I jump, I hold spacebar.
Stream Elements said, lurkers welcome. Shit. Type lurk so I know you're here. High voltage sign.
I had it
Goose
for a second, but this will look better when I do it from here. Okay, so go here. There we go. So now I have a swinging mechanic implemented. The character, the capsule, is able to grab onto the rope, hold onto the rope, and as soon as I let go, releases. The physics seem mostly fine. And the rope that it's a little higher. It's up here in the middle. That's where the anchor is, the grab anchor is. So I can't grab much lower than that. I've been trying. Oh no, wait. I think maybe it's a little lower than that. Hold on. I think it's up there, because that second line that's hanging, I can not completely block it, but mostly block it, like there. That's the lowest available hanging point, which arguably would be the part of the capsule touching the bottom of that object. And so that means I can adjust that anchor point as needed, but I do want it to be more fluid, and so or more flexible in the way where I want to be able to grab up to maybe half of the vine before you start to lose real opportunity for momentum, right? So the mechanics here are okay, and they do achieve this like weird swinging thing, but if I hold the right key, it's like a magnet, and it works like a magnet, and it forces it to stay in position. When I let it go, it swings naturally. But it's also 360, which is cool, and I can do loop-de-loops, and I can launch myself. And considering this is the absolute lowest point of the vine at the moment, this, oh shit, I caught it at the last second. This should be, fuck. Because it is swinging, I gotta do the momentum thing. And I'm trying to do it right, there we go. Ah, fuck, whatever. I was trying to do it out there. And that is going to be a challenge in the game anyway. Not to mention, this is a Fall Guy carcass. So...
Pinida said, honestly, you have gotten very far from not knowing how to have the character swing at all.
I know. And that's why I'm doing this. That's exactly why I'm doing this. Because, like, I could spend time burrowing into doing this shit. Like, I did it with the banana game. I did it in 24 hours, that banana game. And I made the assets for it with all this shit, too. But it's just a good challenge, and I'm learning at the same time. Like, I don't know enough about the code right now, and I can always ask it, like I asked it what the collision does kind of thing for the vines, but it's a challenge, and this is huge steps for somebody who literally just decided. Like, in terms of making 3D things, I don't even know if I can open up the other thing I made. Open project. Yeah, let me open the other project. Unity Hub has to open again. I attempted to make Skatetra, which I was going to... This was just like, I worked on it for like maybe a half a day. And it was a huge challenge. I was interested in replicating Tony Hawk. So I was like, okay, can you rebuild Tony Hawk in Unity? And there's no source code out there necessarily for Tony Hawk, but there is for Tony Hawk Underground. And I don't want Tony Hawk Underground. I want kind of like old school Tony Hawk. And the idea is meets Contra. You're shooting bullets out of the skateboard and shit. And it's kind of 3D and you're still doing tricks and whatever. It was really hard to understand physics, and I have it better sorted right now in this other project. So the skateboard, as you can see, is inside the character right now. And granted, no assets were built. This is literally just testing out how the physics of a skateboarding game could work. You see this moment, there's a slow acceleration to momentum. I hadn't mastered jumping. I think it's like an ollie pop. Shit, there's a way to do it. Either way, this is very preliminary in terms of how I've ever messed around with 3D in video games. Except for like 2007 when I used Unreal Editor. Anywho, going back to the other project. This one has a lot of potential if I ever figure out how to make the skateboard work properly. And something I was thinking about with the Tarzan game. Where am I here? Back to swing game. Oh, it's open. Alright. So then just close this. No? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me save this up. Oh, I need to get my screenshot too. I'm trying to get a screenshot of the vines because I'm asking to amplify the aesthetic. And I want the vines to kind of look a little visibly. I think that's kind of cool. Okay. So we're going to take that and drop it in here. We're going to exit out of here, fix my typo over here. Save it. And send that out. And in the meantime, we'll see what Gemini said here. Oh, it gave me a bunch of code to fix or replace. Okay. Oh, okay. It's a great moment to consolidate. You're looking at your hierarchy. You're perfectly positioned for a master vine. That's true. That's what I was asking for. Elasticity, climbing, and collision question. Okay. The collision question. Oh, I don't want to... Oh. Okay. So it's telling me to do this thing where you can wrap the vine as you're going, and I have the visual from playing these video games where you can swing and swing. There's one idea I had for, like, you had different types of vines, I guess, where they were coiled. And obviously, if they looked like they had more visual coils, like 5 or 6, you could get a larger swing out of that, and that would send you flying up over the trees, depending on, you know, or wherever, you know. It would send you up over and flying. But I'm not anywhere near close to that, and it seems to agree. It's like, let's not talk about that now. True wrapping physics is incredibly complex to code manually, which I'm sorry for Gemini, because it will be up to Gemini to figure that out. That requires segmenting the physics into multiple points. For a jungle swing game, usually clean swings over the vine getting tangled in a bush. It's true. Okay. What I'm going to say to that is kind of explain my idea after that. But say you're right. You're right. Though I do have... Okay, how am I going to do this? I'm going to generate an image to send a reference, and hopefully I can do it in one shot.
Pinida said, you should re-ask the questions and think of the code to make a spring action.
Oh, 100%. But I'm not, like... So that's the thing about this kind of development, right? Like, in my mind, that is complex. With it explaining how complex it can be in that, like, the example it gives, like, you have a bush, which I haven't even built an asset for a bush, but if I build an asset, let's say, that I want to add to a tree or a vine, and it starts to fuck up around those, I'm going to be really unhappy. Like, I'm going to be like, oh my god. And it really is for the sake of getting the mechanics down first, because eventually down the line, I will want it to do that. And that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to basically preempt my prompt now, or like my thought now, with a prompt that basically says, hey, eventually, I would like to make this, but we'll talk about it when we get there. And that's really helpful, because as long as the memory context isn't too long and I can check in about it, even if it is long, I can be like, hey, do you remember when I said this? And it'll be like, oh yeah, we talked about it. It can kind of pick up from scratch. So I'm going to create a quick image, I hope. Create a simple image of a vine hanging from a tree in a jungle, coiled, and the vine is coiled around the branch, let's say 6 times distinctly. So let's see if Gemini, the worst of all the image gens these days, can do that. It gives me the most problems, and it has an attitude. I don't know what to say. It really does have an attitude, which is ridiculous. All right, so let's see what's going on here. True wrapping physics. Okay. I do have an idea where vines of different lengths can send you further distances when letting go, but conceptually it could be influenced, I don't know if this is a good way to say it, it could be influenced by the amount of times any given vine would be wrapped around a branch. If that makes sense. See, that vernacular is not helpful to this stuff either. Can it be show a hanging vine at the end? Even though this looks cool, this is not what I want, and if it doesn't, I have a feeling it's just going to give me a hard time, and sometimes I have to bounce back and forth between, it made a noose. Make it look like it would be a swinging vine and coil it neatly. It should look like a spring coil around the branch and a long hanging vine at the end. I already put swinging and I didn't want to add it, but it's helpful. Okay. Before we touch the code, do this in a hierarchy. Take one vine anchor. Ensure it has vine CS. It does have line render right there. It doesn't have vine CS attached to it. Don't know if that's going to fuck it up because it's the parent, but it shouldn't. Let me try that out, actually. Remove the cube. Drag that vine anchor into your project. Oh, right, I need to make it a prefab. Okay. I don't know if I did that wrong. Vines look fine, everything. I mean, it's not changed much, so maybe I didn't double up too much. Okay. Remove the cube. I feel like if I do this, I'm going to make a huge mistake. Remove the cube. Oh. No. Ugh, God. Let's see if Gemini is able to do that. Can the coil look neatly wrapped like a spring coil around the branch? What is the thought here? Spring coil around the branch. Without overlapping. There we go. Without overlapping. And this, I think Gemini can be the worst about this stuff. Okay. Let me explain this. I did this, and it deleted my vine. But I think that's because the cube is visual. But I think that is because the cube is a visual asset. Container, I guess I should call it. I'm just going to say, can I just make vine anchor over and over again? Vine anchor seems to be the parent, as I duplicated it. Okay. So what we're going to do next is keep reading through here, see if Gemini was able to do it yet. Gemini sucks. Gemini sucks. Oh, Try it again. A simple image of vine hanging from a tree in a jungle. The vine is long and hanging within swinging space. The vine travels up the branch, and it is perfectly coiled. Without overlapping. try that again. Okay, and that's I should have checked in with Claude, but I'll check in with Claude in a little bit. Still working out what we're going through here. Climbing. Oh, right, okay. Gonna ask for a full drop-in. Oh, I have to renew those too. Wow, okay. Totally forgot about that. Okay. Let's get me a new drop-in, please. Send over a full drop-in for with your addition. I don't have Xcode running right now. Let me close that up a little bit. Inside and yeah. Fine.cs. I don't even need to add that, but I did. Oh, and we have another declaration because it just gets caught up in this stuff. Hard constraint, teleporting to a soft constraint. Right, I was teleporting. Left shift, left control. Huh. Yeah, we'll get back to the hierarchy. How to test the point jump from a high platform. Alright, so in the component it's updating vine stiffness, which I have to check out some of the other components too. Why would a vine attach to another branch is my question. Okay, send that out. Over to ChatGPT. Your progression read is already working. Oh, right. Oh my god. Everybody wants to call me today. Everybody wants to talk. I'll be right back. Alright. Only forever ago. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. Alright. She'll call me after. That's very sweet of her. Alright, where am I here? Okay. We will talk. Thank you. When she calls me, I will take that call and probably end because I will have made much less progress. I didn't think I would be interrupted a bunch of times today, but that's okay. Okay, so where am I? What was I doing? It was bothering Gemini to do something and all that shit. Alright, oh right, bouncy material real quick. Create a physics material. Project window, right click in assets. Empty? Oh no, wait, I do it in here. I always mix these up. I mix my hierarchy up with my project folder. Create physics material. Name it PMAT bounce. Pad. Cool. Set the bounciness settings. Oh, it just knew that? This is crazy. That it can just, like, Unity is just like, okay, this particular physics can do bounciness. We just build it for you. All right. Start 9, 0.9. And I do have to apply it to something. Bounce combine. Maximum. This makes it actually bounce even if the player's material is normal. Okay. A friction combine is minimum. Dynamic friction is 0. And static friction is 0. Friction is the stickiness. We want not sticky, so it launches clean. But I do want 0.1. So it's not fully slidey. Okay, we're going to make a new platform here. So, course platforms, ground. Oh yeah, okay. New cube? New cube. Try to do this fast. Platform bounce. Scale it like your other platforms. Oh, do I have to scale it? No, I don't have to scale it like my other platforms. In fact, damn it. I always forget how to move. There we go. There we go. Bring this down, and we'll do a test pad over to the left. Make this a little smaller. 0.5. I should have done a sphere, but fuck it. 2? Let's do. Whoa, not 24. 4. And 10. We'll do 4. Oh, we'll do 3. Just make a little block. You got your friendly little block here, and you just place that on the ground. We'll make a nice bubblegum material for that. Here we'll go to create material. We'll type in now matte bubblegum. And we'll need to select a color to be assigned to that. Of course, we're going to go with bubblegum pink. Now that we have that, we can apply it to our bounce pad. And let's see how that bounce pad works. Oh, I forgot to put box collider. Let's see what happens. Nothing happens. Ooh. Maybe I should have finished the instructions. Okay. Okay. Select platform bounce. We are going to box collider. Drag. Oh, material field. Wait. Oh, give it a bounce color. I don't need that. The physics material is find material field. Oh, there we go. And material field. There we go. That should work. Option B. More jungle, hidden spring, slightly less trampoline. Alright, let's launching me into orbit. I shouldn't do that. Oh, cool. So it does increase. If you time it right. I wonder how this trigger provides contacts. Okay. Let's see. Static friction. You know, I don't think any of that's going to change it, but it's nice to have this. Let's change the bounciness to 3. I won't do 1. Okay, that's fine. So we have a bouncy platform. And that's kind of one of those things where you're traversing, you're swinging. If you identify one of these bouncy platforms, maybe it's like a, I don't know, like a floating lily pad or something in the Amazon jungle. You can hop on that and continue traversing as you would anywhere else. But we'll leave that there and see what else we got to do here, or what other things. What other advice? Less like basketball, more viney. Okay, so let's check the linear dampening on the player. It's 0.5, but it's saying 0.7. Let's try 0.7. See if that changes it. Feeling at all. Continuous dynamic. All right. Bounce works. I don't need to do that. Jungle spring? Definitely that. Let me try this one more time, and then I'm going to go back over to Gemini. Whoops, well, whatever. It's like sad mewing. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, I guess if I run, jump, and land... I mean, the physics really do it. There is no problem. I mean, the traversal thing is fine and fun. The problem is... I mean, I think if I have the timing a little better on this, like maybe a little more forgiving. I forget what does that, because there is something that I can set. Or is that swing controller? It's in the input settings, I think. And when I say that, I don't think it is. Huh. Alright. We have a bouncy thing. I have not really done anything else because I got distracted by 2 phone calls, and I'll get a 3rd one to end this. Wait on that. Did I send this through? I did, thank you. The reason your vine disappeared when you deleted the cube is that line renderer component needs material assigned to it to be visible. Climbing reactive visuals. Left shift is to climb up, left control is to climb down. Add spring physics for boing feel. They are there. There's no denying that they're there already, but that boing feel is real. I need to renew those posts. Xcode, where art thou? There we go. So I don't have Xcode showing, but I'm working on it in the background real quick to just make these tweaks. Vine CS now includes something new. Line renderer logic automatically creates a smoother Bezier curve. Let's see how smooth it is. Open your line prefab. We're just going to call it line prefab, I guess. I don't want to do that. Okay, so wait, what did I put on Cube then? Cube doesn't have shit. I don't think it's understanding my issue here, but I'm also not understanding my issue here. I also do like that it has this bending, sway speed, sway amount, sag amount. Let's do 3 segments. Oh, 30. I haven't tried it out, but I'm sure it is going to be interesting. I have 2 Vine scripts on here. Definitely don't need those 2. Hopefully I don't fuck everything up by removing that, but it shouldn't. Go to Cube. The Cube is Vine and Box Collider. Does Box Collider have any material? No, physics material. So it's the mesh renderer. Oh, it's because it's a cube. You know what? Fuck it. I don't need to make that. I'll figure it out. I don't really care. That's it? Okay, shift, slack in W. Okay. Let's see how this works. See how they look, first of all. Look the same. And I missed. Let's not grab it. What did I do? Where's player? Okay, so we are unable to grab the rope, which is everyone's favorite part. Fuck me. Okay. I am, excuse me. Let me pause that. I didn't delete the cube, you son of a bitch. Maybe I deleted the wrong Vine. Vine script. I don't even think that's the right one. What? Did I do it? What? Ah, fuck. Nope. Alright, let's actually not send that and see what it said. Okay, I will tell it. I didn't delete the cube. Fine with how it is as a Vine anchor. To Vine. Hey. Wait, there we go. Cube. For my, let's just call it parent. Fine. It's 216. Okay. Exit, save. I made a bouncy pad. I do need to fix kind of how the visual looks in terms of how to look around. Because right click helps me do that, but I forgot I drill under the ground and I die. There I go. Help me. Alright. Alright. That looks like a full drop-in. Sitting in your hierarchy versus where the collider is. In your hierarchy, if the script is on the anchor but the collider is on the cube code needs to be specific. Okay. But of course, cube friendly. Added cube visuals. Interesting. Huh. Let's see what that looks like. And I can adjust that, I guess. Alright, so let me check on cube. Box collider. It's not box collider, but cube visual. Oh, it just knows where to look. That's what it's saying. I don't know if that's accurate, but we'll see. Let's do 100. Let's do 1. Let's see how that looks. Something's fucked. Oh, actually, no. The colors. Looks fine. That's nice swaying. Oh! Easy. Whoa, easy, girl. Easy. Alright, these are... Or that is one responsive vine. Holy shit. Okay, so how do I describe what's going into the LLM? When I grab the vine, it gains momentum. Fuck. Maybe it's the settings of the vine. Let me see if I can adjust that down. 100 is a lot. Sway speed is 2. Let's do sway speed at 3. Let's do sway amount at 0.5. Sag amount, we're gonna do 5. I don't even think that helps anything what I'm going for. Segments might change what I'm looking at, but this stupid freaking, and I gotta fix this Y positioning bullshit. Always forget about that. Easy there, champ. Okay, let's see what we got. I see some more sag. In fact, I see some... Oh, okay. That's actually pretty cool. The way it looks kind of viney. Okay. Let's see what it says now. Ensure the Vine script is on the Vine anchor. There is a Vine script there. Oh. Nature? Woman? Speed tree? Huh? Custom? Test shader? Green? I don't know if I did that right. Definitely need to figure out how to do what I'm doing. Probably don't want to do it in the game either. Okay. So... Okay. They can grow out the vine, but... Okay. Box collider. Triggers checked. And the visual inspector. Drag your Vine A into Q visual slot and Vine script. Vine A object in the Q visual in the Vine script. The material. No? Q visual, there we go. Vine A. Okay. Does it change it back to green? Does not. In fact, it kind of fucks a lot up. Huh. Kind of odd. Oh, that cute visual thing. Considering how I changed that, that's still not it. What the fuck did I do, bro? Oh. There we go. That fixed it. Okay. What else? I do like how it does a little curve at the bottom here. It's pretty indicative that it is got some big sag. Okay. So 5 is the limit. And I do want it to like stop at the ground. Maybe if I add a box collider to that. There is one. Oh no! Definitely don't know how to fix that. Okay. I want to go to Vine A or Cube. Where the fuck is it? Here we go. Vine Anchor. Go to Materials. Alright. Back to Vine Anchor. Drag and drop that motherfucker. Did that work? I don't think that worked. Vine A. Where the fuck is that white fucking line? I guess it's in line render? Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do way darker. A little more bluish, but darker still. That's nice. And then Something like that. Oh, God. Okay. Fuck. There we go. Okay, so what I can do now is I can ditch this. And because I'm running low on time, I'm going to kind of adjust the course a little bit here. Oh, wait, I gotta get the hand mode. Here we go. What I'm going to do is move some stuff around. That should be a sufficient jump. And then duplicate. Vine anchor 2. And this is going to be my ending platform over here. And it's time for the bouncy platform. All right. So get that going over there. All right, okay. Boom. Okay. My little obstacle course has expanded. Can I make it to the end? Are the physics fucked? Is it all green? It's still white. Let me figure out that, and then I will happily finish doing the thing. I see that. Is it fine? It says fine A. That's what's going on. Cool. And delete that again. Try this one more time. Duplicate. Maybe I should be moving the whole object. Alright. Something like that. And those should be green vines now. Aha! Not just green, but shaded green. What did I do? What the fuck? What the fuck? Very confused what I did. What is going on? Why are there two vines there? I don't see anything in the way there. I don't even know what this is doing. I don't think this is doing shit. Oh, God. Maybe I'm wrong. Still don't know what this does. In fact, I don't think that does shit. That one definitely does nothing. Alright. But why are you showing me all this other stuff? Segment, spine width, sag mount, sway speed, sway amount. Does it have a box collider on it? It does. Vine anchor. Is it offset? Why am I running the Vine script with it? Let's turn it off and see if that fucks with everything. Did it fix? It fixed it. Okay. Very confused, but it fixed it. Gotta make sure I turn off the player thing. That's actually what I need to fix. Can you help? Can you help? Every time I run into a plane, I start rotating. I freeze the y-axis. Before I do a test play, but let me make sure. Oh wait, it unchecks when I begin. See how that works. And let's see what ChatGPT said before. Oh right, but I have to test out my jump, and that means I need to go back into there. There we go. Okay, so I made my ropes. They look a little more ropey, viney, which is great. Can grab on. I said I can grab on. Nice. Oh, God. I'm king of the world. Okay. Can I do this right? Didn't do it right. Oh, shit. Okay. I want to not see the cube and only see the vine. Although, I am asking for a lot. That cube can be like a brown. I'm very confused about the other thing going on, but I'm going to stop this. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to delete that. And double down on this. Didn't need to do that. Duplicate. 2. Like I did before, I'll do that. Let's make this bounce pad huge. Thank God. Let's do that. Oh, we got some updates here. What's happening to use a one specific line? I'll take the full drop, thank you. Good, sir. I'll take a whole full drop. Fine, full drop. Stretches your cube visually correctly and draws a bendy line. Seems like it was doing that already, but... Okay, and then let me call this out. Okay. It mostly works. What is happening, though, if a player is holding... Oh, I forgot to climb. Okay. Let's just move it to 10. Yeah. See if that's not too high. I don't think it would be. It's 2:34. The day just goes. Need to lower that collision or that anchor. Alright, so we're gonna go back to this one. Oh, I just switched the scene. Whoops. Okay. Keep box collider center 0. Oh, 1. There we go. 4? No. Nope. 3. See how that looks. Higher up. Okay. Cool. All right. So now, oh well, let me actually do what I'm trying to do here. I need to fix the jumping dampening, or whatever, the drag on the jumping, because that's not going to help me. I need to grab onto that. I need to try the bouncy. And one more grab. I did it. Even though it does that, I did it. Yay. Off the world. Oh, just barely made it. Alright. Can I make it across? That's the whole goal. Oh, I can in one jump. God damn it. Alright, let me try this over again. But I have the swinging mechanics how I want them. I need to delete this thing. Do one more. Oh, wait. Duplicate. Alright, so as I refine my vine anchor, I'll continue to work with it. And before I duplicate it, I should refine it one more time. Is it the anchor I'm working on, or is it the cube? I think it's the cube. It goes down to 3. 4. Yeah, no. 3.5. I mean, 3.1, 3.2. 3.25. Gotta compromise somewhere. That's hanging down. That's the signifier. Oh, right. I always forget that I'm supposed to be climbing this shit. Okay, and then the scale. 10. Nope. No, that's 41. 10. That's still too high. 8. And then this brings this down to 2 or 1 or 3. Oh my god. I've been talking the whole time. And I thought it was fine because you could see my face, but I got everything all backed up. Well, it's good practice. I guess I wasn't here. I thought my camera was on. Holy shit. I've just been working and working and working. And talking and talking and talking. And of course I didn't notice because I wasn't hearing my own voice. So there was no way to think, oh, that's normal. I've said it 3 times. I'm about to wrap up. And I had to take another call at some point, so... but I'm just trying to refine the vine here. I want it to be more robust. Let's see what this updates with. No auto bounce. In Vine. Okay, but that's fine. When I mean... I want more vines to visually be attached to the cube. Is that possible? Alright, and then we're going to look for vine anchor cube offset and see how that works. Oops, that's not the right fucking thing. Let's go to vine anchor. Where's my cube offset? Is it in Vine? Ah! If I turn this on, God, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Yep, that's some whatever bullshit I didn't want. Very confused as to where half of that lives. Okay, I'm just gonna ask it point blank. Okay. This is giving me circles of pain. So, in this image, you see 2 different vines. One appears under cube. When I re-enable vine.cs and vine anchor, these other ones show up. But I will be honest. I much prefer utilizing the cube layer for this process and not and duplicating vines as needed. I'm gonna put that there. A little hierarchy information. My cube settings are great, which is what I want to see. That's going to be 3 o'clock soon. Let's just add my cube settings. My cube settings are solid at the moment. And I love how it looks and feels. But I want to... but I don't want to work on Vine Anchor. For this, I'm going to check out the cube offset. That is likely also that. Oh wait, living in Vine. That's yes. I forgot to set something, and I forgot to read what else it had. Cluster of vines, braided jungle. Okay. Strand count variable. On awake, the script will spawn an extra strand. Each strand will have its own line render and slightly different offsets. Pretty cool. How to use this? Alright, so bring it back. One hop now, y'all. Don't do hops now, y'all. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. And cha-cha real smooth now. Oh, wow. Alright, so everything's all fuckarood. Let's see what it says. I have moved it to my object. And let me just disable it here. Okay. Excuse me. It has to be a material. Box collider. Where's... Oh, there it is. My material. Fine thickness. Auto width. 0.2. Let's do segments at 50. Keep everything kind of smooth. I wonder how you make it into a gradient. All right. My point here is that I'm just trying to. Oh, right. All right. Let me actually grab on. Oh, cool. It bunches up now. That's wild. You can just grab onto a bunch. What the fuck? That's so cool. That's not supposed to happen. That should be illegal. Alright. The swinging mechanic works. And how about the climbing mechanic? Climbing works. Standing grab. Swing. Go. Climb. Huh. Okay. Alright, one more thing I'm going to add before I get out of here. Because that's huge. I did that. Maybe I'm fucking around too hard here. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Thought I did that, so let me reiterate that I did that to myself. Okay, so Levine Script Inspector under Cube. Pivot offset. Ah, to 4. It's already at 4. It's probably self-updated. 9. I don't see any difference. 4. I like all the strands on there. I think they're sick. Bundle width is going to be... vine thickness is going to be 0.5. No. 0.2. And the bundle width will be 0.3. 5. 0.35. Or 3.5 is what I probably meant to say. Box collider, did it edit there? No, it edited here. The pivot offset. Let's see how that works. And actually, the other thing I wanted to do. Duplicate. And then duplicate that. $52, 7, 14. It's fine. Alright, let's see if I can make my way from up to the high platform. That's probably where I'll call it. Ugh, this vines look so ugly. Okay. So it does work how I want it to. But the visual sends me way too high. So maybe that pivot part I need to just adjust. The pivot offset. Holy shit. Don't want it to do that, but I do like that it hangs from the top here. The cluster is nice. My rotation is gone. I love this shit. Okay. Rotation is gone. Set pivots to 0. Offset to 0 because it isn't helping me pick up the vine from the spot it sends me flying when holding the vine initially, even from a static position. Right. Now, can I climb it? Can't rotate. Fuck my life. Okay, so when I do that, it does that. I can climb it. All the way to the top. Damn. Spider-Man my ass all the way down to the bottom? So it visually looks like it's there, but it only... Very confused about that. A little frustrating because doesn't help me at all. I can probably make that jump if I wanted to. No, I can't. I have to be able to swing onto there. And I can't rotate. What the fuck? I can't rotate. When I can rotate, everything will be right. But until then, fuck. What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? Fuck you. Vine anchor bullshit. You were supposed to be the one. You were the chosen one, Anakin. Alright. Move that to 2. Try that again. Booyah. 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 Hooyah Navy. Hooyah Navy. Oof. Let me set up to 20 strands. Which I don't think it needs to. I could go in there and figure it out, I'm sure, but it starts me swinging way high above. If I had to complain, and I have to clarify where it's doing that to me from. Oh, I did it! Wow. I got that down. Can't grab that thing. Although I thought I could. Gonna have to figure this out sooner than later. Oh, this is too high. Oh, I just barely got it. It's not too high, actually. Ah, fuck. Well, I did it the first time. Alright, the ropes are a little more interesting. Let me show it. I need a screenshot of that, and then I gotta wrap it up. Because time is running out for me. Oh, shit. Well, that might still work. I mean, yeah, that's the problem. 0? That doesn't change the collider box. And I think this does? No. No. Oh, did I do it? Did I do it? By adjusting the collider myself. Did I do it? Oh, my rotation. Still can't see the bottom. Way too high up. Didn't totally work. Alright. Wait, let me say it up here. I tried to adjust the collider points, but it isn't changing. I want to be able to pick up the vine even from the ground and not be sent into a new position until I adjust myself, until the player adjusts their movements. If that makes sense. And then after that, I'm going to get a report from it, and then let's see what ChatGPT is doing over there. I forgot about that. I don't want to do that. Okay, what can I ask it to do real quick? We have something bouncy, we have something swingy. Let's work on the dead zone. Well, can we make danger spikes. That will deplete health. I can't do that yet until I integrate health. Okay, let's see how this goes. Math mismatch distance calculated at the moment. Lead hunter doesn't match. Okay, great. Vine. Let's see what you got. Okay. Let's see if I can actually do 20 strands. I can. And sag amount, let's say 3. Two. No, I'll just say 3. Bundle width, bundle, fine thickness. Let's see how this ends up looking. Fat, right? Busy looking. Got my rotation back. Those vines are sitting well below. In fact, how low do they go? They go pretty fucking low. How does that happen? What is causing that? Oh, that's fine. Maybe I'll change the scale to 3. No, maybe 3 is fine. I'll do 6 actually. 7. Maybe that's gonna help me a little more visually handle that. Still going through the ground, which is fine. Gotcha. Well, what did I? Just when I thought I had it. 1.5. 1. No. 1. Okay. Stretch. Set your skin. Lighting. Just go any further. What the fuck? Why is it doing this to me? 10. Line A has literally nothing in it. Cube. Oh, the pivot. Duh. That's gotta be fucking it. That's gotta be fucking it. No, it's all fucked. What the shit happened? Okay. Wait. Got rid of my other directionals again. My anchor point's all fucked. Why was my life? Oh. There I go. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go again. Alright. Not understanding that totally yet. Alright. It's not quite working how I want, but this is the progress I did want. Got my rotational. I can probably swing line to line if I do this right. Forgot all about my coil idea. Catch it. Ah. I think that's going to be the last thing I want to do is be able to swing vine to vine. Even if it's clunky right now. Shit. It is clunky as fuck. But it's not impossible. Patience. Ah, fuck. I can just pick it up here, though. Fuck. I mean the platform. Fuck it. It is very hard swinging vine to vine. Especially when your vines are all fucked. I did it. Oh, I almost did it. I did it. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Come on. I think I can do it. Easy peasy, easy. What the fuck? I kind of caught it. That kind of counted. I don't know why it doesn't grab all the way up. I have to figure out where it's grabbing and everything, but... Alright, I'm going to try one more time my swing. It's kind of cool to just make that. Fuck. Grabbing onto these things is going to be a huge pain in the ass. Especially when you have all these vines and they look the part, but are they the part? I did it. I did it. Motherfucker! I did it twice! Oh, there we go. But there's enough speed? Yes! Wait! Ah! So, I can feel it. I can feel the momentum change. I can feel the physics. I can feel it all. And it's clunky as shit. But... seems to be successful. I need to be able to grab anywhere on the vine. Okay, I grab the vine, it repositions me near the top. I hold shift, it brings me up. Looks good. It bundles the vine, everything looks fine. I hold control, it brings me down. I can go from one vine to another, as long as the anchor points are there. Okay. So far, so good. We're here, so let me just do the scene. Ah. I don't know if I like that. Don't know how I feel about all of that. So wait, so strand count, pivot offset. Well, that's weird. Let me see if that changes anything. So it moves the branches down. The pivot thing. My cube stays where it is. Okay. Okay. I don't want to adjust all the cubes. I'm giving myself hell. Let's say 3. I mean, why is that so fucking enormous? do this. Oh my god, it happened again. I've been talking for a minute. My hotkey is 1. I should have a whole different hotkey. My hotkey is 1. So I keep fucking that up. Anyway, I'm adjusting, so I have a global adjustment setting here for my vines. But in the meantime...
Pinida said, LOL, did you mute yourself for a moment?
I've muted myself probably like 3 or 4 times over the last like hour and not noticing. I'm supposed to pick up on the fact that I have the mic on, and when it's on I can hear myself, which is somewhat disturbing, but it helps me know that I'm live. But I've just been talking and not hearing anything but my voice and not the recording. It doesn't matter. It just, I keep talking. I've been talking the whole time. And I am going to wrap up soon. Eventually. I've said that like half an hour ago, but made a lot of progress here. And I do see I do have a global visuals here. The problem is I already have global visuals. I do already have global visuals. So maybe those will work. Please update global visuals to include vine thickness. Last slider. See what it does with that. Alright, so this is, as soon as I nail the vine, I'm very close to nailing the vine. That'll probably be it. But I was able to swing from one to the other, which was huge. Okay. Vine CS. Collapse that. Let's see how it looks. And then I'll give it one more test shot after I make another vine, and then I really gotta wrap it up. Okay, so global thickness 0.15. Strand bundle. Can't adjust that, but it looks fine for the most part. See how it turned out. They hang all the way low. They are the colors I'm hoping. The fuck happened? Oi, mate. What the shit's going on? The lighting is strange. Huh. Maybe 0.2? You know what? Oh, alright. That is the color I was waiting on. Okay. I'll be back, but I'm going to wrap up. And I'll put something together before I leave. Alright. Alright. Well, I do need to wrap this up. I'm getting tired. I got other things to do. It was a short call, but a meaningful call. And just gotta... What was I wrapping up here? What was I doing? That's the big question. Oh, right. My hanging vines. Global sag. Let's even get a global sag even higher. See if that does anything for it. I see no curves. Sag mult. Thickness. Some bundle spread. Oh, okay. Weird that the bundle is starting so low. Very strange. Honestly, I'm gonna call it on that today. I have other things I have to get done. Let me save that. It mostly works. We will tweak it further next time. Give me a wrap up. A declaration from where? From what? Okay. The last one did it. So what I'm doing is I'm using Claude as my context window and keeping track, like project manager, to keep track of the project. You give me a declaration of what we accomplished today. A screen. Okay, it was a spam call. Or seemingly. There's one declaration. That's a big one. I forgot I could climb. Was able to accomplish that. Let's just make sure it has that written properly. Today is the 18th. Today is the 19th. Shit. All right. Oh, right. It's over here. Did Gemini ever figure that out? I don't know if I want to. Oh, well. You know what? I'll add all that shit. Ah, you don't know what you're doing. Look at that. Almost, though. Like, conceptually. I'm probably going to have to draw that out. From AIS. From ChatGPT. And then I shall provide these two bundles of code. Log this for today, Thursday, Feb. There's the one button fucking with me again. Alright, so that's it for today. 4 phone calls. Didn't expect any of those. And right in between of everything, but working things out still. The vines are looking much better. I have a lot more flexibility with what the vines do. I was able to swing vine to vine successfully, and that means I'll keep practicing that. You can just simply run up, jump and grab the vine. You can climb the vine. You can descend the vine. Climb the vine. Descend the vine. Climb the vine. I gotta fix where the climb goes or how it works. Can I catch it? I did! So I think next time I'll work on making a swinging course, or at least refine the vines to look the same or just tweak different. It doesn't really matter. And then try to go, instead of platform to platform, jumping onto the vines, go vine to vine, jumping on the platforms. That's the next goal. And obviously refining the vines, but huge progress today on how this looks visually and how it behaves. We made a bouncy pad, which I gotta get even better at. So we can't make it up there, but we'll make a pathway. Oh no! Oh no! The right mouse button doesn't do shit for anything. Goodbye. No. Alright. On that note, signing off. Until next time, maybe I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know. Probably on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We'll see. Doing this at least. I'll do other stuff for sure. Just not going to be building a game all night. I want to do other things. Alright. Adios! Where's that be right back? Finally, using it for good. Properly.